this nature. But again, this was Liberia. The president declared that lots of unusual things will be happening in the country. Probably this is one such thing, that the $19 million worth of cocaine, compressed cocaine, gets sniffed. And the authority says that yes, we've arrested this, but we cannot call the name of the people to you. And then the public is asking, why aren't we calling the names? And I've heard people say, if we could parade, disgrace, humiliated a superstar in a show of commitment, in a show and display of one's unbending and unwavering quest to fighting drug related issues in the country, for a man that just had marijuana, less than 10 grams also of marijuana. Then he was paraded with heavy LDEA personnel. But then we're talking about cocaine. And so last night, we were very busy back and forth. We had lots of conversation. We spoke to people across. Yeah. I mean, it was interesting to know what is going on. But again, this too is Liberia. The president have always told us that you should expect a lot of things to happen that have not happened in this country before. So the onus is on you, the people, to sit idly, watch these things happen and do nothing. As your country continues to go down, as leadership continues to fail you, as the president continues to turn his back. So we'll talk about that this morning. Very importantly, very interestingly. And then there is a situation at the Robert F. Highway Road. It has been languishing for almost 3 years since the new administration took over. And so public work officials, particularly the minister and other officials, appear before the Liberian Senate. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they came to speak about the situation and the delay and what have you. But my attention is drawn to what kind of people they so. They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they so. They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter. To the audit. The audit that was commissioned by the rescue government to have audited the East International and the contract. And so under standard procedure, when these disruption and interruption in a very active contract happen, there is a cost and there's a burden. Who takes the burden? Who takes the responsibility? What will be the responsibility? For almost 6 to 1 years now, East and its activities have ceased. Nothing have been going on, and for all that period, East International, if a foreign company that brings in experts from outside, they're hosting them here, they're paying rent, they're paying their salaries for all those periods. So who takes the burden? Bon County Senator Prince Kemumoy raised and took that up with Minister Giddings. So we're going to play the whole thing here and have a conversation about it right here this morning. It's important to know how our country money is going to be spent and all of that. And I think money also, the president made a bold pronouncement that as of July, all the chiefs will start to take pay and will put them on the payroll. But mind you, the budget is the law that makes these decisions. So we've been wondering which line in the budget is going to settle or compensate those ones. Where's the money going to come from? Should the country be making decisions only to appease the political whims of those in power, or should the decision of the state reflect the views and aspirations of the people? Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, just wherever you are this morning. A pleasant welcome. This is the Freedom Money Rise. Too many things to talk about. The shipping size of the conversation for you, plus other issues making news in our country. My name is Abu Sharif. It's always a good thing to be here. And of course, straight up to 10 o'clock, we're going to have this breakfast together. Share the show, drop your comments, your reactions to these plus other issues making news in the country. I'm going to take a pass of a theme song. I'll come back after our break, and then we'll go straight into the conversation right here. Freedom 87.9.
I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a freedom music. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you know, report it. Don't take law in your hands, all the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. I'm a part of it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us.
Okay, thank you very much, Freedom 87.9. Welcome to the breakfast show right here on your favorite radio dial. And we are talking Liberia, of course, and everything that matters. Fellow Liberians, today is a good day, and it's always a good thing to have you come here and have time with us as we look at issues in the country together and all of that. So, I don't know, something is going on. We are beginning to, I mean, in fact, we were beginning to ask actually. So on yesterday, we witnessed the vice president convened or presided over what they consider a special uh, cabinet meeting, right? And then on today, it has been announced that the president will be presiding over his 21st cabinet meeting. You understand? So I'm like, but what is going on? Back to back cabinet meeting, and one a special cabinet meeting that the vice president presided over. Yesterday, you all follow, right? And then today, they say the president, yes, they released Thursday, June 11, 2026, 21st cabinet meeting, strengthening leadership, driving progress, delivering results for the people. What happened with yesterday's meeting? Or did the media, carry the wrong caption? Right? Is the president having a separate meeting with the cabinet and then the vice president also having a separate meeting with the same cabinet? What is responsible for that? Well, Librarian, we do not have to be, we can't just be in the country and then things are happening and then we just pass over them like that. Or that we have to be concerned as to what's happening with our country. Why should the president host one cabinet meeting and then the vice president also host another cabinet meeting separately? Right? Yesterday you all watched the video, right? And our brother Damon Slanga was the one commentating, and that's what they announced. At first I asked, right? But why is the president absent? The president is in the country. And the vice president summons cabinet meeting at his office. The foreign minister, the minister of state, the defense minister, and all the other ministers. Because the foreign minister is the dean of the cabinet. And she was in attendance. She sat right on the immediate left of the vice president in the meeting, while the finance minister sat on the immediate right of the vice president in yesterday's meeting. Then you had a host of other people, advisors, ambassadors at large, security advisors, economic advisors, the vice president office. What is the urgency? The emergency? What were they meeting about? They said they were having that special meeting, right? To review Liberia's landmark UN Security Council achievements. So my thing is that review could not wait for the president's own meeting today. Something smelling somewhere. I don't know what it is, but It looks so. The president called his own cabinet meeting today. And they say the vice president called his today. And tomorrow again, there's a pronouncement that the president is calling the same cabinet meeting. Calling the same cabinet again to go meet. So what is it the vice president was discussing with the cabinet yesterday that could not be included in the president discussion, or that the president is not supposed to be privy to? Are they reporting to the vice president separately? What happened? Or was the cabinet meeting actually scheduled for yesterday, and then something happened along the way? Probably the president, and could not be there because of some health reasons and all of that, and the vice president had to step in. But the president in his close cycle fee to show strength, Mr. President, now that you have been resuscitated, let's go for tomorrow cabinet meeting, because the optic, right? The optic. So could today's meeting be a face-saving meeting by the president? Because while you'll be in the country, no news about anything, and then your vice president presides over cabinet in your presence to talk about a matter that is exclusively national matter, national issue. The president there, all of that. But the vice president takes charge of a meeting to review Liberia UN Security Council achievements ahead of key global leadership role. Ahead of key global leadership role. So the country is poised for key global leadership role, and then there's a meeting about that to make a review of that and all of that with the cabinet in full, but the president is not there. The vice president presides. Do you get it? So I'll leave you to think about that, but the president is going to be having his own meeting today. They say pregnancy, no matter how you had it, it can come even, it can go beyond. So the thing that making, because the thing that making unusual thing happening, unusual thing just going on, right? You know what the president said? Like somebody was saying, Abu, they put $500,000 in the budget for cabinet meeting. So you see a lot of cabinet meeting to chop that money quickly. That could be another reason. But that wouldn't be a stronger reason to me, especially when the president is in the country and could not attend a meeting, and then hours later, the president called his own meeting again. Are they working in sync? Are they preparing the cabinet for a transition? Are they preparing the cabinet for a kind of transition? Because for the most part, I think this is the first time, especially with the president in the country. Are they preparing themselves psychologically for a kind of transition that probably may happen, could happen, or will be happening anytime soon? It's important that we start to think about this, because, of course, this is our country, and we need to know what is going on. That is that. So, like I said, I'm going to leave you with that. And let's see what happens. Let's see what actually comes out of it at the end of the day. They say there's another prophecy from Ghana as well. So you see, the prophecies are coming from every angle now. Why did the government even complain this bishop? So bishops, so if Liberia bishops or Liberia prelates or cleric refuse to translate God's message to the country, other people will take up the responsibility to do that. And one after another, we're getting all these things. For me, I'm really, really interested in knowing why was the president absent from yesterday's meeting, and why is the president calling another meeting today after his vice president hosted a meeting yesterday? What are they going to be discussing today? And what were they discussing on yesterday? Hmm? It may sound funny, but trust me, we are getting there. We'll get to the point. You understand the rationale behind these concerns. We're not going to say anything. We're going to hold it right there, right? And so on yesterday as well, uh, former Chief of Protocol Executive Marshal Nora Findabondo was granted, you know, bail. You all remember the government of Liberia took up issue with Nora Findabondo some time ago, and I'm told there was a court order out there in the public for her arrest and all of that. And so the day before yesterday, we all heard that Findabondo has returned to the country and was able to secure a bond. And so here's what came out of the court yesterday. As court reports indicate that Chief of Protocol Nora Findabondo secures property bond in financial crime case. A former Chief of Protocol to ex-President George Weah, Nora Findabondo, has been granted a property valuation bond of US $435,560 by Criminal Code C at the Temple of Justice. So she's out. She's on bond. But she's going to be reporting and the case is going to be going on. The bond was approved as Bono faces multiple criminal charges brought by the Republic of Liberia through the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force in collaboration with the Ministry of Justice. The allegations include money laundering, theft of property, misuse of public funds, criminal conspiracy, and forgery. These are Finda's allegations. These are what the government wanted to handcuff Finda for, wanted to arrest her and put her behind bars without due process or due diligence. And it seems as though the targets of the government political persecution are outsmarting the government for the most part. And when you see these things happening, it communicates deeply more than or beyond the surface. How is it? You are in charge of the state and the state institutions and apparatus. But yet still, you have a political desire to humiliate political opponents. And you cook up and narratives to arrest them and put them on chain. And for you, that will be a political victory. But then these people are cleverly outsmarting you, right? And they are outsmarting you and allowing the law to play or take its course in the right and proper way. We saw it with former Finance Minister Samuel D. Toure. Mr. Toure remained in the country. They will have arrested him, disgraced him, put him on handcuff, and wrongfully incarcerated him for a crime that turned out in court and proved him not guilty of all of the crimes. So you see, so they know they do not have evidence on anything, but because these are political opponents, they trump up charges, place it on them, and send people to arrest them, disgrace them, put them in pickup, and then their surrogates will begin taking pictures and feeling they're scoring some political goals and all of that. And then in the end, you stop hearing anything about the matter. So the opposition, particularly the CDC, that is a target of all of these, have read through it very well, and they have adapted, and they are beginning to outsmart the regime. And this is an exposure on the part of the regime. And what it's going to do is that it's going to dilute significantly public confidence in the regime fight against corruption, because these individual actions, their brilliance and intelligence, keep exposing for the fact that Toure did it. And the actual case that you wanted to arrest him for, he went to court, and he made himself available after, allowing the law to play its part, secure his bond, and he went to court every other day, and the government could not prove any evidence against Toure, and he got exonerated. Finabono the same. Finabono majestically returned to her country. She walked through, went to the court, heard the issues, presented a bond, a valid bond, and the judge, acting on the strength of the law, granted the bond, and Fina is out there, and the case will go on. Now the onus is on the government to prove Fina guilty. So no noise. Nobody's going to make politics out of it. Nobody's going to take people's picture and start doing things. Nobody's going to do that. Go to the court and achieve that through the court. Right? Go and achieve that through the court. And that is how the state is supposed to be functioning. That is the right way for things to be going on. Go to the court and prove it, right? Instead of targeting people, parents, targeting people, families for political exploitation purposes. So yes, Fina is back, and Fina believes that she's innocent of all of these crimes or these allegations levied. And these are products of political machinations against the character of people that serve and work in the CDC government. And she's prepared and willing to come and prove that in court. And this is the point, and this is where we are. The very asset recovery has also come up with another one again on the rest subsidy issue and all of that. And our review of some available notes also clearly indicate to us that, of course, chances are that the government will receive another bloody nose. So when you keep getting these back and forth bloody nose, and then people are short-circuiting your political intent of humiliating people, exploiting their situation, and making politics elevate, blackmailing them, and all of that. People are short-circuiting those ones. You're not achieving those goals any longer, right? And now you are compelled to go to the court and prove yourself. So the country is watching. You are going to 3 years now, and you say you have all of the evidence that people were mass looting the country. You put the nation under the impression that you are going to come and retrieve those stolen assets. Right? You criminalize people and all of that. But today, where we are, you're struggling to prove one in any court of competent jurisdiction, even in your own court of unity party jurisdiction. Yes, still, you're finding it difficult. Right? Yeah, I said June. Today is June 11th. The Boakai cabinet meeting. So, fellow Liberian, that is that for you. Okay. Now, like I told you, we'll go to we will definitely go to the drug issue. That's the real conversation we are going to have here. We're going to spend all of our time on. But it's important for us to know other issues. When the government came for almost 3 years now, they put all of us under the impression that they are building our rules. And there were some sycophantic lawmakers from the southeastern part of the country that will come to Monrovia and put our people under the impression that the roads are paved now, that you can wear plain white t-shirts and drive or walk to Maryland, Grand Jida, anywhere. Thanks to Bwaka, thanks to the government, they've built a road. For almost 3 years, they peddled this misinformation, lies, and distortion. Nobody were the courage. Nobody were the courage to correct that or to challenge it or to speak the truth. That's to tell you the level of hypocrisy in our leaders in Liberia. And in fact, lawmakers became validators of the executive concerted effort to blindfold our people and keep lying to them while they're suffering and ignoring their suffering. Window dressing, mesmerizing, and cosmeticizing the people suffering daily and presenting fake narrative when our people are still going through the hurdles of bad road and all of the implication it comes with. I think that is unfair. That is a degree of leadership and failure and all of that. People should be honest and communicate to people directly what is actually happening gradually. Now, after some time, the very public work minister that was given $22 million from the get-go of things to ensure that all of our county capitals are connected. And then they said pave rule. That public work minister has also come out to say to us that, you know what, we have been playing politics and everything we've said is a blatant lie. And I'm paraphrasing this, right? So he's come to say to us, June 2026, after everything they said that our roads are okay, they've built our roads, and even their bloggers will be there. Every time they'll tell us they're building our roads, it has taken us to come here to tell you, how can we be building road at this massive scale and up to 3 years, not even a community road ribbon have been cut? So where are the roads? How are we building the roads? Why are they invisible? Why are the progress, at a snail pace, but the projection is in such a way that you feel like heaven has been brought to earth? So the minister says by 2029, 2030, the minister is giving new deadline, which is a product of honest review of the government's investment in road infrastructure. So the man, after reviewing everything, after the rhetorics, the innuendos and all of those things meant to politically cajole the gullible people out there, and those of you that fell for the hoax that Bwaka was building roads, the minister said that 2030, Liberians, they're telling you, the rescue government, through the man who's responsible now for road building, the man say that by 2030, Liberians will drive on paved road to Harper. Again, they Harper road. Some of us saying, the men say, in fact, some of our men are saying, say, they come in December, they won't go for the vacation in Harper. They will take their car in, their SUV, all of them will drive to go. The minister saying it's not possible, it must wait for 2030 rescue. 2030 rescue say we should wait for 2030 before we can go to Harper. He said, not only that you should wait for 2030 before you can get paved road to drive to Harper, for example. And he said that will happen at a time when Bwaka and the United Party government shall have been elected to office for its second term. Hey, Liberia. Hey, United Party. You don't need to be ranting all over the place. You don't need to be trying to put up an impression. You just have to do your job. You just have to do what you believe in and remain committed to it and pay less attention to distractions. Because clearly, you don't need to fabricate anything with Unity Party government. It is needless to fabricate anything because they themselves are a complete fabrication. And everything that comes out of them are fabrication, lies, and all of that. So you hold them by their pants. You deal with them. So your hope or expectation that Baka or bidding rule in the southeast, post southeastern or southeastern say, oh, they probably a bidding rule in our country. The minister say they were lying to you. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing, just interpreting what this should actually mean, how you should receive and internalize this information. That they lie. All the things they told you about rural business in the country, that all big-headed lie. Look at Grand Crew, for example. You all remember they took some content creator some time ago and they managed to put some machines inside the capital city. Right? Then they carry the camera, they say, oh, we're building a road to Jawia hometown. You see how it's bad for the country to be run on propaganda? And I've always told you all that we will not achieve anything. We remain stuck at one place. But some of you are so dogmatic in your reasoning. And this is where we are. So when they did that, they started running. Hey, oh, you see, they probably building road, probably not go build road, Green Crew. I think a senator from Green Crew recently, right, wrote plenary to summon the public work minister to access Green Crew now, to move from Green Crew, I'm told from Green Crew to Grand Gila, for example, you got to pay on motorbike over $100 $19,000 to $20,000 LD. So how did we jump to enter Barclayville when accessing the county is a nightmare if it were not for political reason? But I thought you say you face the rule in the southeast. Just stop doing this to Liberian people. They put dents in purple water. They stood in the rain, in the sun, to elect you, hoping that you are going to bring change. And you've come here, all you do is to peddle diabolical lies and make fool out of the people. And some of you are so very gullible and you're so very thin-hearted and you fall for these things. And let me tell you one thing. Everybody you see on social media or in your community, one way or the other, I don't say people who were not born for purpose, but those human beings that were born for purpose, they get purpose, right? That you'll see them vehemently defending, protecting the government are people, right, who are milking the system, are benefiting from the system. So they like the sport like that because in the sport, they are benefiting. So for them, it's okay. So until you are in that category of people, right, you don't have any reason to be blindly supporting and defending when your country is going down. And when they do that, these right people that are benefiting and they're milking the system, they make fool out of you. Right? They make fool out of you. They take you for granted. They make comedy show out of you. I just stumbled across one on yesterday. Yesterday, with a lady. With a lady basically mocking Liberians who are raising issues of governance concerns in the country, young people who are asking for job and all of that. After you give them the power, they are blaming you for your misfortune and the misfortune of the government and the inability of the government to inspire hope and bring about the change they promise. Listen to this Unity Party woman making fun out of Liberian citizens. Hey, are you in the woman? This is a Unity Party lady. I do not know her name, but she's on social media. I don't want find way to make life for myself to even set to not let you get a youth joke. I be begging them to do that work. Young people, you hear it? Those of you that were dancing in the pool water, you hear it? There should be the people that are milking the system. They sweat, the sacrifices, the pool water you dance in, the people that are benefiting from it. They wear the audacity to sit on social media, right? And slap it in your face and say you are responsible, right? The government I won't get all work, but we sitting out some money, we're playing checker, then we complain the government I get all work. See, rescue people say you're playing checker. Y'all listen. And she's not the first person. Even the president himself have slapped it in your face that same way. These are the product of a clueless, visionless, right? Inefficient, unproductive government. And every time we come here with vehemence, we let you know that this is the biggest and greatest leadership mistake that we've ever made. Because some money I go to Ataisha, Papa, one Atai, I be drinking the whole day, just talking astro, go make it to the one, go make it to that for me to say one leg grumpy and chick little help my own saying left. I'm waiting for comments. Right? But she that's talking. Nobody saw her selling chicle and biscuit and grumpy before today that she have a very decent government job. Comfortable, she's wearing nice and expensive glasses to go on social media, right? And make fun out of you. And then when we tell you, you make it like, let's say, that CDC business. This is an insult to your personality. This is an insult to you. Where in the world people have criminal laws, citizens calling for government to be more efficient and to deliver on its promises, and you keep insulting the people left and right. Is it because citizens can go to Hatai centers, right, to discuss about their country? So the guys are so intolerant, and all of these things they believe are the problems in the country. You see, we've come here severally and we've told you that, look, what you see the government started, and you told the other person told you, Sonny, that when these things go, it reaches a point, even you who think you're sitting somewhere comfortable, they will come for you. You see, they are talking about people that can do, how you call it now? People that can do Atai Center. The government veil all of y'all. The government say, listen, y'all go sit down to Atai Center, you're talking whole day, you won't go say Willow Market, you won't go say Kenny. and thing. So they're blaming you now. So when everybody go sell roller market, everybody go sell candy. Who will buy from the people selling roller market? Who will buy from the people selling candy? The girls and the single mothers that decide to do auction, you send the police, you beating them up, you confiscating their goods, you take their lifeline from them, and then you send a puppet to go on social media and mock the people and say they're lazy, they're saying now who they're complaining, they say oh no job, they say oh no business, but they want to take something to go sell for themselves. But the very thing you met them selling, you've taken everything from them. You've denied them the opportunity. Fellow Liberians, beyond the prophecies, beyond the predictions, look at your life. Look at you. Look at the reactions you get from the government when you raise issues. Right? Do you deserve what you get from your government? And the people that work there? The government spend money loosely on itself? In no time, a country that is striving, that's struggling, right? The government of Liberia has procured over 1,000 to 2,000 brand new vehicles in the space of 2 years, 6 months. And somebody think the people still responsible? If you were investing this money into the people, will they still be where they are? Who are you investing the money into? This is your country. We all can talk about it. We all should talk about it. Let's hear you. What do you think about this? The attitude of the government, the attitude of the leadership, the promises they made, and how they are going back to lick their wars. You say you fail a role in the Southeast. You come back again and say that 2030, you will fail the role. That 2020, you will finish facing the role. Since 2024, you've been telling us about this Southeast business. What kind of lying is this? Then lastly, do you know that it was a waste of our money simply because the government wanted to demonize the RIA project, and they even went before the Senate committee and lied that people were dying because of the road construction? Was any death reported simply because of the road construction that was going, the airport road? And they said the simple reason they stopped the work for the period, the simple reason they stopped the work for the period was because as a new government, they wanted to know, they wanted to know from the contractors how the money they got, how they used the money, and other things. So our question is, should you stop an ongoing project and knowing fully well that by stopping it will be a cost and a burden to the country under standard international procedure? Now, for the period that the government stopped that work on the RIA rule, all the expenses that the company incur for that period, right? The government is supposed to pay for it in keeping with the contract. So you see how useless the government is at times? Isn't it a mark of uselessness? The country is suffering no money, and then you're embark on clueless things that pose more burden on the country. So couldn't the project be going on and then your audit is simultaneously going on? Should you stop it, or are there way more bigger reasons than what the public works minister said? 0776 104 104 086 500 104 are the numbers to call. And of course, you'll be live. Let's hear you. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Good morning. Morning.
This is Edwin Swan, and I join you from District number 2, Colorado County.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for the talking point this morning. You know, this issue, you guys have been, flagging this issue for time immemorial. We, Liberian, this is why I can tell us, we are no different from the children of Israel that gave Moses hard time to lead the children of Israel from Egypt and bring them back into the front and bring them up to the promised land. You had a precious stone in your hand. You criticized that precious stone that took care of our children's wax feast in this country. You have a stone that was in your hand that took care of your health system in this country by increasing the health workers' salary. They said that wasn't enough. You know, this is a complete devilish government. I witnessed a guy on Facebook, around that Mama Point area. That guy, he had banana leaf tie around him, was sticking his hand with bags hanging on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, this government, Joseph Parker government, is a satanic government. Yes. I listened to that thing.
Mm-hmm.
This government is confused, and this government will continue to be confused and its supporters. What the protest? The government is confused. They say lie. The government is just lying all over the place. The Grand Chira Road, Grand River said, where is the payment today? Truck cannot go on that road, cannot find that road.
The EU statement that no truck should pass there.
Oh yeah.
How you face the road, then he say truck may not go there. Then Liberian people acting like they own spare, let that medicine they play on them. They seeing it live from the United Party. They ignoring it and they stay there in defense. Why are you doing that to yourself in your country? Good morning. Go ahead.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're live. Go ahead. You can't hold the line, my friend. You got to go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Isaac Esmond. I joined the Spirit of
Mm-hmm.
This is what the government put on when the president said that there will be no business as usual, and we are seeing the unusual things that are happening. We're working on lies and deceptions. That's why they won this election on. Today, we are going through it. Every sector is affected by this government. So, but we're praying to God because the end of of the election to now, at time to the time of some of us will lose our life because we do everything to protect our vote. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning. The people are angry because the government can be lying. Good morning. Go ahead.
Thank you.
The people trust you, then you be making fool of them, lying to them.
Yeah, right. No, the whole effort will go to fund. That's what he said. Yesterday, I'm looking to that. Telling the blue ground of trucks will not be flying. The trucks down and I'm saying that jacket. I did not like
yeah. They will finish, they will send LTM to you, you will pay your tax, then they will scare you and say you can't go here, you can't go here. Then year end, how much you will get now? Then when the year end again, they pull a police in the school, they say, come register your car.
I listen to that lady. That lady, she not be well for herself and for the entire unit family. When the people are selling and you're taking them on the street, when you're telling somebody don't play their car, she go on a corner and see all the radio. I want to get there somebody else. Let me somebody else better for her. But because she got an opportunity to be looking somebody to do phone money, so she's there for booking people. But she's right there. If you will get a gas man and really president and then people won't follow you that way.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Edmund Carr, and I'm more concerned about justice and pushing for the return of President Weah. You know, that is the thing that we don't really understand what is happening in the country. So you want to I pay money to the government to register my car.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point in time, I am restricted where to go and where not to go.
Yeah, but they can reduce the registration fee. You pay. In fact, they have increased it, and yesterday they're limiting your movement. After saying that they have made our roads better than what they were, so why then you restricting the movement?
Last year, the day that same thing, and people talk about it, they were having all kinds of things to say here. Because we are fully aware that dry season time, the road will be
dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
To fly on Route 0 ramp.
So you see Tesla going coming. But when Tesla go gradually and come, then they say that source for the government. Government not pave the road. That pave road there.
Yeah. If you look at the zero connection on that road during the dry season, because if from Ganta to Sacramento was done by the past government, only a little portion here to hit or Sacramento, and then from Sacramento to Tapeta, the contract was also awarded to a contractor. That road was ongoing. Between Tapeta to Coastal, the contract was also. So this is how we can be limited, that they will say everything belongs to President Weah. So how come you can't take God that all the rules issued in this country are settled? They are restricting how people to the rule. So that means people will be going to articles now for survival. Those that take goals from our review on our side, how do they go there?
Mm-hmm.
No,
those people have to take goods from articles now because trucks are not allowed to pass there, right? Certain tonnage are not allowed to pass there. Good morning.
Yeah, money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead.
Take the money. Take the money. You said what people
Mm-hmm.
I think the station there. They will go far in. They will know I won't take it over with you. I won't go. That man can be out there, they will not be carrying there. When we carry that we are without what was a good line. I was thinking that I read there. They only carry all outside there. Nothing they get all outside there. That must have to get to that one that will go where. That criminal that lie. Don't you see your money free?
Mm-hmm.
That's their money.
Thank you, my Betty. Thank you very much. So let me take you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Mandela calling from the old.
Mandela, the boss said that 2030 now before they finish paving the road.
Yeah, but what we are saying, they always saying this statement. Even Mayokun, one time he had a project today, AGFC was telling school 2030. How can you jump from your part of tenure, your time, your regime, start in 2029? Then how you can be talking about 2030? 2030 now your time, except you win election. So what are they thinking on? These are things they're thinking on that they will rig the election and they will remain in power 2020 and 2030. That's what they're trying to say. That one is joking. Joseph Walker is joking. Because these are things they're thinking on. How do you want for people to live now?
Mm-hmm.
How can you tell cars, big trucks, those are the ones that can carry goods? Those goods from the stores and things that the big cars can do it. Gasoline and things, those kind of products. And you're telling big cars to not go in a soft heat. Then how do the people there live now? So what are you telling them? To die? Are we telling them now?
They must go Araco or the leader under God. Or wait for the draft.
The Araco, what they say, we are going to the road, we are people, they got to fire Araco, before they go, they were making politics.
Another thing like can do now, so you're forced to come back now. So technically, that's what you're telling the people, y'all go depend on Araco for survival, because we are not passing there again. Because when they allow the trucks to pass, we have to stop the truck from carrying supply to the people. Rainy season time, the roads will deteriorate. So they don't want the truck to pass for the road to deteriorate, and then it's counted because they've already told us that they not build the road.
They say the same road now. You see that? So they are allowed not to be exposed. And you say your face road, and you say your face road, and you say your way say road, and you're facing the road. What for Why big car should be stopped now? Big car is not so be stopped. And the second point, that woman was making fun. Oh, said Grammy, said Kenny. He ought to live on Grammy and Kenny. With all the kind of DSTs and things expensive. He ought to live on Grammy and Kenny. Why not blame these people then?
She making fun of
the
rescue multi-banks.
Yeah, we like grateful the way we stupid, we say to them. Because the people looking at us stupid. So we are ignorant, we are illiterate in the country. We know right for wrong.
So what's that? Gary and Peanut.
They people control and use us so that they fund the making out of us. Rampy and Kenny, yeah, and Gary, somebody was survive from it. They kind of hard shit, they kind of things. What inflation things is so expensive. I don't blame these people. Let them continue to make fun of us because they know 2029 people will be saying, yeah, one United Party. Our stupid side in the country will keep being used every day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well said. And so this is it. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Let me say good morning.
I let you get the people hope, but you start telling the people go sell Grumpy, go sell Candy. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, let me say good morning to the caring listener of Freedom FM. You see, Abu, this government, everything that people do, they lie about it. I saw that thing wrote from the Ministry of Public Works teaching moratorium on the usage of road. Say when year 25 ton every day, don't go to Bapuru, don't go to Maryland, don't go to Lofa. I thought it was all the road were paved. Just they could travel all across Liberia. So why are they not
say
coming
you can ride bicycles out, you go, you can't. Then you say, oh.
Yeah. Then you issue moratorium on cars that's supposed to plow the route. Then why do people are paying the taxes? Why are they paying the taxes for? Are they paying taxes because they're not supposed to use the road? You see, you can lie to come to power, but you can't lie to lead the people. You see, the people continue to lie to us. Now we hear that Jeremiah had a cabinet meeting yesterday. Today, Joseph Baga has his own. Isn't that confusedness? When the men of God say the people government confused, the president confused, then people get vexed. Why the vice president will have cabinet meeting, then the president have cabinet meeting the next day. So you come to have the 21 cabinet meeting now. So before your turn, you come to an end, you already have 50 or 100 cabinet meetings before your turn can end. We will see nothing, no result for nothing.
Yeah, because the cabinet meeting budget heavy, so they got to lick off.
Yeah. So you want to eat all that DSA from the cabinet meeting, then when your pocket is filled, then you forget about the cabinet meeting thing. Going to see the UN, what Joseph Bola going to tell people to UN? What really going to tell people? They want security council thing where they never even did anything for. The cabinet are able to say it is our glory, it is our making. Every day security
last year they told the UN say they not be our rule and they facing our rule. This year now they go tell UN say we not put moratorium on heavy truck and they see where you're facing.
Yeah, then you put moratorium there. So waiting for Makun to come because Joe Baga last time you went to cry, he said Makun say you are coming. You went Kenya a few days again, he said Makun say he's coming. So Makun not coming the way Mana Konga talk about Jure Malema coming. Then you talk about Malema coming going to 7 years now, Malema can. So the whole rescue team, they are just liars, ranging from Katubu Baga to Joe Baga, all the way down to the Lisbon. Everybody can lie. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very kindly. And so 0776 104 104 06 500 104 plus 231 86 500 104 are the numbers to call. And of course, you'll be live right here on Freedom 87.9. Speak now or forever hold your peace. These are the issues. These are the happening in our country. It's important that we give our thoughts on them. It's important the way the government is proceeding, some of the things, the impression that they've put up, and the reality that's showing. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. How you doing?
I'm okay.
I'm the chairman of the Veteran Assembly in District 16 in Kuta. Abu, this is a very serious issue facing the Liberian people today. They think it will be fun. You know, when God do not give you leadership, He will not guide you with wisdom. But I give you a parable. The people say if the monkey born in plenty children, the people can be happy. The opposition will be happy when you see all these blunder going on by ruling establishment. So the opposition will be happy. Today, if you see the VP holding cabinet meeting, separate, then the president will hold cabinet meeting separate. You know, it's a certain thing that talk about, you know, by the men of God, that the government is coming. These are some of the dirty water that talk about that during with rain. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you see rules where this government are teaching $22 million, say that in the 100 days, all roads that, you know, in around Nigeria, you know, will be pliable. And now we are seeing bad road conditions. These are some of the confused and dirty water. If you see today, you know, out of the rules and regulations, the handbook of the election commission, where they are confirmed different window, unity party thing, you know, to spearhead the election commission. These are the confused aspects of this government and the dirty water that Liberia will drink. Can you imagine that? Now, you know, back in the country, we say thank you for securing the bill for us. Let us go into the investigation. The reason for which you indict somebody is to know whether the person carry on the act or not.
Okay.
So we welcome that. Let it go to. You see, today, I don't know why I'm asking you a question, Abu.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have crisis in Liberia? There's crisis.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, relatively.
There's rebel activities in Liberia.
No rebel activity.
Okay. Reason why I ask the question, Abu. You can only see foreign soldiers on your land if there's crisis where they have come to help you. You understand? To put things under control.
Mm-hmm.
But people are telling you know, people that more are saying that, you know, things go on better, the government is normal. If the government is normal, if the country is normal, why should we have foreign troops on our land? See, the Guinean soldiers are there for more than 7-8 months. Yeah, is it crisis in Liberia? The foreign troops on your land, so we have 2 soldiers now in Liberia, AFL and Guinean soldiers. Yeah, what is going on? Government is here to tell the Liberian people all of these things. These are part of the dirty water and the confused aspect of this government.
Okay. Thank you very much. Well said. Very articulate. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu Shari.
Morning.
Check out for my dogs to go for different number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Abu, you know, this sometimes when you talk about rescue missions, I can just laugh. Because go on Uganda, when the president came from Nairobi this video, the interview he made at the airport, the statement he made, I think you all forgot about it. The president said more need to happen in Liberia than has not happened before. Meaning, all the government that are coming to power, they always been taking project here and there, but in school of government, they will not do no project. Since they will go free. So get into it. Before we calm down, I'm telling you, sometimes, that's the reason the pastor from Nigeria said the whole government is confused. They were just saying, yesterday the people were having a meeting in an office with a lot of delegates, with a lot of minister and the NSA boss and the chief of staff. Today again, the president has cabinet meeting. They're so confused, government, chief. So what are they going to discuss today and they did not discuss yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
You see, so that's a new way now to get the money for the government of the government. The cabinet meeting, because it's not free. Once you go sit down, they'll say,
yeah, go sit down there, they enjoy themselves, then they share the money, they move. After 1 week, 2 weeks, they call another cabinet meeting again.
I can say border government is the government that holds more cabinet meetings in the history of Liberia. They the mental over more than 3 years now. You know how many cabinet meetings they hold? More than 30. No here, no this. You see?
That 21. Today won't make it 21. But it ain't go 2 years. That just 2 years, 6 months. They now have 21 cabinet meeting. 21.
Okay. All of that 21. What is the organ of that cabinet meeting? I will hear it too tangible. It's too tangible for me.
One they put law and say BB try them and I go on certain rule that somebody benefit there.
Look at this video yesterday at around 19 million worth of drugs.
Yeah, we're coming to that. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Morning, Abu.
Morning, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I will thank you for the topic of discussion. Abu, this is not scripture. Everything the people say that process of time of life. You are one of the people are putting what are listening to us. Every people go and say to people that Abu, can you imagine one of my friends were raised in law yesterday to tell me that TSA is going to Greco County TSA? I tell him, I said, are you killing me? Who are you? Hello, Abu. Let me tell you something. Everything they put in, they are ashamed. They don't have nothing to say that supporter does not have nothing to say. And that's why when people come with prophecy, the people have nothing to say. They will come with thought. They will say all type of things.
They bring a lot to the supporters. We see the supporters arguing in the community. Yeah, you know, they brainwash.
They can lie. The people can lie. People have nothing to say because now we as a physician now we are applying all that to argue with them because when we come in church we have projects. When we did we have project, then we come and we say, "Oh, destroy your project." They don't discuss nothing. This the kingdom be where the project, what they have done for elaborate people. Nothing. Only person around the said, and the president was not coming to this. You're going to be a serious man. Yesterday, we saw the many political celebrating a birthday dancing way, madam. We saw the people passing around. Abu, can you imagine the fear calling the president that when he's traveling with his in a car. He travel all type of weapons because he's afraid, but we are not thinking about going to war. We will hold our peace. We'll discuss our people. We'll move to country to country. We'll move to community. We'll discuss the issue. Philo Ever also will help, and all the radio stations will help to provide information because 2029, Mr. Puaka will be removed and will be retired. Thank you so much. God bless you, people.
Thank you very, very kindly. Let me take 2 more calls. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
This is everywhere. Well, Abu, the government, and they said lie, government is putting a lie. Are you a fair rule? Then you refuse to carry the corner rule. Yeah, when people do restaurant, they pay the same money, they all catch it for the one president. We are in all should they carry the go to the soil? President, we are all restrict carry the go to the soil. Carry some Joshua. Delay what they say in there. That we should see me people out of the hero. They play all the boss. They beat me the post me to connect with the quota. The message, yeah. Some Joshua. They want to they done the desert.
I know they come in spot our rule.
Yeah, the police there. That's where the police there. So when you go back to for our people now. You will be here now. All the way you are dedicated to with the project. Yeah, no. They are part of what we do out of the line. Yeah, cabinet meeting. So today I want to come to community what you say. Yeah, Papa the prayer who get there. So what you did today. So to confuse people. All of them confused.
Thank you very much. Finally, let me take you. Good morning.
Good morning, Veteran Abu.
Morning.
Good morning to our patriotic audience of Freedom Radio. My name is Gordon Perry, and I moved on the educated conversation to stay with our community, the challenging community. Abu, let me say thank you so kindly for the talking point of discussion. Abu, everything that Prophet Elijah said about Liberia is 100% true. The entire country is confused. The leaders of this country, they are confused. I mean, everything that happened in this country is confused. You were happy yesterday. The 12 girls are taking what? They have an excuse. They're going to use the problem to urinate. In fact, those of them that are money the children, they said no. The 2 girls urinated on themselves. They're not out of confusion. See what is happening in our country today? There's nothing. No is no tea. Even to have access to quality education in our country to the government of Baghdad and talk about education. Everything is confused today. Our children, our 12 children cannot have access to certificate we do the first time in the history of our country. Can you imagine? They're not out of confusion. Then people here talking about them, they get more ideas. What's going to do the water issue? Say when I get no water, then the office will call in the men of God. So good, they're not curse. But I love them. All the Nigerian people give to the Liberian government. They are not disciplined. I mean, that's the reason why 2029 is like 20 people will go to the pool, they will vote for the judgment. We are going to get in their ass on why they put up with Joseph Boakai. Thank you so kindly.
Okay, thank you very much. My CC want to break the rules. So
Morning, my son, Abu. How you doing?
Good morning. I was saying today you call. Jenna will come and go to Sunday else now you call, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, please, I beg you. So, what I said on administration, people happy.
So, plenty of school unity that were not happening before. That what will happen?
It happened. See, in the Ulsan local country, or team of students fear or poor in the class because you're not for here. You should get out of the class. You know, so that all social media must happen. You see it? They just put it up to get off. Go for it. There you see it. Or team of students telling your friend to leave the class because you're not. And the boss said, no, you're not going out of the class. Now, boss fear his friend because social media. Look for that. He said things will happen. And I'm not really so happy. It's happening. The message will be a confusion. And that confusion happening now. What they're doing different. You say to the rescue people today.
I saw one video. One Zepse guy. One Zepse people. He say somebody fair game. So the fair game case go say man around. So things that happening. You see that one too, yeah?
No, I've seen it. I saw it on social media. What social media can laugh to?
Yeah, the man accepted me. The say somebody faking, but the police now asking about you. The man say for you to sit and say, it's not easy. So imagine you gotta be careful. This time you gotta watch all the posturing in the community.
They're telling you that they're watching them. They solo marching there. You think that fun? But I said it. The men of God say it, and today they are something happening in the country. What we see today in our faces.
But you know what I mean? To fact Zepse people.
Oh, well, when we not see the people putting now, you go away. When you turn your head, that's the man you go to. And now go report the police.
That means things not really normal.
Well, so this is all going to there and praying, asking God for forgiveness. But they carry report. Get a man of the Lord. What a message. Things happening in the country will talk to the not see. And you get it all for funny about as a unified brigade. For unified brigade, they think as a young man, you should not say that and think what's going on in the country. But before $10, you don't think about that one, but you get there, you call it from unified brigade. And you see that the best thing happening. All of them will think that man, you go after them. But all of them say, you after them. You repeat it. To the 12 case today, they are going back and forth with the case. They're calling to go for that case again. Are you understanding what I'm saying, Macha? So bad things are happening.
Oh, we know that case finished. We're winning the case already.
No, he's not winning the case.
That one not have been it. That one not have been it. Yeah, when they call the Pope, the different thing they call the Pope, but the result will get to not win the case. The judgment will not run up. That's what we know. I say, as far as we're concerned, what we know, 12 won the case. The government failed to prove its case against 12, and 12 won the case. So whatever they're doing, we're waiting to see. But we can't come here to start confusing the public and all of that. So this is it, folks. Well, that's something I want to show you. Let's say Baka going. Okay. They say Baka going preside over the UN Council meeting. So you can imagine Fintin Bene Camille. So my man Darius did something looking funny, but let me share with you.
Not to ascend to the African non-permanent seat of the United States. I mean. Not to ascend to the African non-permanent seat of the United States. I mean. Not to ascend to the African non-permanent seat of the United States. I mean.
And the both people. So you're not getting ready for the
United States. I mean.
Like the both people. Now
not to ascend to the African non-permanent seat of the United States. I mean.
Well, listen to the man again. Hey,
ascend to the African non-permanent seat of the United States. I mean.
more musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you know, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. But it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must target, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it. I'm a part of report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self-Omen, Omen Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it for all of us.
For Liberia is the official partner and sponsor of the Freedom Money Rise and Freedom in the 7.9. Folks, welcome. This is the final lap of the conversation right here for you. And so, yes, we are going to talk the fight against drug. Again, the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency is in the news. And the good thing about the Drugs Enforcement Agency, the current officers in charge, they are acting for the most part illegitimately. They are acting outside of the authority granted them. You all remember when the president pronounced the appointment, he appointed them as officers in charge. He said it was going to be for 90 days. And I challenge any of them to deny that. And they have been there way more than 90 days. They have overstayed. Somebody say, oh, it's in the president preview, the president decides. So what effort have they themselves made to communicate? They give you a tax, they say, oh, okay, in 90 days, do this one for us, and then it's done. So when the people end, you're working in 90 days. After that, you have to communicate with the authority. But they have not. So somebody is telling them, man, continue, you'll be there. That is also indicating the lack of authority and control. So when authority and control leaves the presidency, then there is vulnerability. Then clearly there is vulnerability. Then that means that system is vulnerable. Forget about all the noise you see happening around here. And, you know, Biago, Ernest Tappe, and Patrick Comanzor, we have been watching and following since you came. There have been a lots of allegedly staged drug bursts, most of whom, some of which, you do not provide full detail to the public that gives, proper insight on some of these drug bursts. Right? From case to case, we will not see no identity. You had the identity, you not give detail, and before you look, you wouldn't hear anything about prosecution of what have you or anything. But you have been, they're keeping you there, wasting your time. And the only one you can see Biago, Comanzo, and Ernest Tapere posting people pictures and doing all is when they arrest Tramadol. And sometimes it's even alleged in the public that their very officers can be throwing Tramadol in people's fence, in people's places. And they will send people, they carry pick up there, they go pull you. Oh, we arrest Tramadol. But the real cocaine, the real drugs, the one that they have seemingly permitted or created an impression or in a situation that portray Liberia as a drug transit point in West Africa, the Mano River Basin. Let's look at, they say the one yesterday was meant for London, right? So you see, so it comes from wherever it comes from. It lands in Monrovia, and the system accommodate the drugs here, and then they begin to send the parcels around, and all of that. That is terrible PR and image for our country. People create a scene as if to say they're working. They're working, but drugs continue to take a toll on the society. And Ernest Tapper brags that there is no ghetto in Monrovia. No ghetto in Monrovia means there is no marketplace for drugs. How come there is no marketplace for drugs, but yesterday $19 million worth of compressed cocaine is still coming to the place where they not destroy all the market for drugs, so they're not true. They lie. And you understand? And we're not going to miss our words or, we're definitely going to call spill and we care less about just whatever it is. But because at the end of the day, the danger that's happening to this country from this drug thing that the government continue to play politics with and other people continue to use it as a means to just, the fight against drug goes beyond all these unnecessary media publicity and all of those things. No, the actual work has to be done. The port of interest means vulnerable. Things are coming into the country, right? And they are passing through. The first line of interaction is the port. The mechanism adapted to prevent these things from coming into the country, right? They place the arrest 19 million worth. We'll go to the video, right? Of cocaine. The thing that made the senders brave to send it means they have been transiting or doing business through here. Fellow Liberians, you all remember the campaign red messages of the Unity Party? Now, you know this Mahama fellow in Ghana that gifted our police, these short police Texas. The short police Texas is passing around. You remember that time? And our police can be in a community running beyond crimes. Give the police small cars. What did Mama do? Mama went to the airport and gave them big edible generator. You all remember? Okay. So for example now, if that Mama man or anybody related to him or mentioning his name is passing through that airport and get established that, oh, that Mama, say Ibrahim Mama. And it is also said that he is a good friend and buddy to the Inspector General of Police. And you understand? So you see, the man is grounded, right? So to the airport, I already get the man a beer machine and give some donations and stuff to the. You remember that time? I think the president went there, or the vice president, right? It was the vice president that went to commission it. And at the gateway there, Papi had a machine, pull it there. Right? Man bought machine, pull it there, then he bought the police cars and brought it and gave. We told the people, we say, they gave them. Y'all tell us what is behind these gifts. Because from the blue, one man come to the country and start buying BB machine, buying car and giving it to the country free. Building an interaction or a relationship with our country. So, for the right or the wrong reason, a lot of drugs keep coming. Somebody even whispered to me that this particular consignment, right, passed through Ghana and came to Liberia, right? So now they're picking it up from Liberia to send it to whatever destination they have for it. Okay, coming folks, I'm trying to. So I'm trying to connect that other dot for us to start thinking about it. Right? So Ibrahim Mahama is a businessman in Ghana, a CEO of engineers and planners. And he is the younger brother of the Ghanaian president. Right? I just told you a relationship with our system already. The police, the airport, right? And the host of them, right? This man have enjoyed protective relationship with our police authority. And there has been allegations in Ghana about this man dealing into drugs. Drug allegation. In February 2018, the NPP MP, Kennedy Ajepon, alleged that Ibrahim Mahama imported 3 luxury cars, blah, 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 Bentley and all these things, blah, 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 and bypass security checks. You bypass security check and you know what can be put in these things. Now, the Narcotics Control Board investigated and cleared him to his connection to power. They said their 4 narcotic detective dogs searched all 3 vehicles on February 26 and 28, whereby the issue happened earlier than that, and the cars boycotted the security checks, according to our findings, and what have you. He made his way out of that. Other claims have also been that this man interactions are mostly, covered, or like let me use the LDA people word, say, classify and power now, and so on and so forth. So today, in our country, a drug burst happens, 19 million worth, United States dollar, over how many billions they said, Liberian dollar worth. And then the journalist asks, not a regular officer, but the officer in charge, who has overstayed, but he remains the officer in charge. Who are the suspect? So the drug just fall down from the sky, and you go and met it there. There was a vehicle transporting the drug. The airport has CCTV cameras, right? can we pull out the CCTV, identify the vehicle, trace it, and know the ownership of the vehicle, and begin to ask questions to identify suspects? If I know so, why you think the security people don't know? They know it. They're aware. Why are they concealing the identity of the suspect in relation to the drug burst? Why? During the government of the CDC, what they said was involved in the drugs, there was no day ever that drug bursts happened and there were concealment. People were arrested. And some say, oh, the wrong people were arrested. I want to go to court. They couldn't even find the people. But you have to grab suspects. The court will prove whether they are or not. But let's listen to Biago.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm famous enough for climate and the DCC spoke of person recognition. We want to know how many persons have been identified in prayer. Ongoing investigation to still classify once in classified.
How many people have been arrested and the suspect, the DCP, I know, right? Biago said, ongoing investigation are still classified. And in the security sector, when information is classified, that means, it has certain national security issue, and so VIP related, and you can and stuff, so you can put it out there. So have drug suspects become VIPs, right, of potential national security implication that their identities cannot be revealed to the nation, so that the process begins with Nimi and Shimi. So the society is wary, and we are like, classify? I mean, a state secret. Serious thing. You can't talk about that one. Nobody. You dare not. So, but it has to be at certain magnitude, certain level. And that is also concerning. Because in drug-related matters like this, even in the US, as we've been told and of course have seen and following some cases, in criminal cases or investigations like this, if you conceal the identity of victims, then that is understandable because you do not want victim stigmatization. Because the person is already a victim of a situation, so you don't want to stigmatize, so you can conceal the identity of those individuals. But suspects for committing crimes, right? And then you start to conceal their identities. In a major drug burst, when an arrest happens, so the government is trying to communicate to the world that people can bring drugs in the country, right? For as long as they have certain relationships and what have you, their identities will remain covered and it will be classified. So, let me tell you why this could even be happening. Okay, my man, you can't put the man name Osa. We can't put this man or the people name Osa. So let's hold it. You know what? We can find some people. We can find some people to agree, right? And then after a day or two, we announce that we bring these people forward and say, these are the people who are the suspect. How can we trust the process after that major conference on yesterday? How can we trust anybody that you show us later on? If first of all, the vehicle that drove the parcels or the consignment, you can't tell us, right? You've put no CCTV report out. You said nothing. And all of the blue, you just bring some people, you say these are the suspects, and create a literature around it. And you expect the country to take that. But that could be staged. Possibility and chances are that it could be staged because of the magnitude of the individual actually involved that the system has elected to conceal, from what is communicated from the actions of the LDA, officers in charge, is probably beyond their pay grade. Yesterday, somebody even telling me that threats have already started coming along their ways, and people are threatening them that if they screw up, they will be dismissed. They will lose their job, threat to their jobs and everything. So it is a challenge to them, their country first, or if you can arrest the drugs, then why not you can say who you arrested it with? Right? If you can muster the courage to arrest the drugs, then you cannot muster the courage to tell the country who are the suspects, then you're a coward. You're compromising your country. Right? You're compromising the oath you took. You remember there was a deputy before them, deputy for administration, right? The guy who went to MICAT and bravely stated that the fight against drug is difficult under this administration because even lawmakers, ministers, powerful people in the government are involved with it, and they will be calling you to stop this and stop that. And what happened? The guy lost the job. They fired the man. Right? Do we have the same scenario on our hands? Do we have the same situation on our hands? Why would anybody want to conceal the identity of drug suspects in a case that has gotten regional and global attention? Repeated drug bursts in Liberia, it has become so frequent, clearly signaling to reasonable minds across the region that this place is a kind of transit for drugs, which is bad. Like I said, and I've continued saying to you. So, Mr. President, this is where we are. The very LDA that paraded Bokero and other Liberian citizens in this town for a few loads of weed and, marijuana, cooch, and tramadol. It is that same LDA that is concealing the identity of a 19 million drug trafficker that name the LDA have refused to disclose. Can you imagine? You can imagine if this was the CDC saying that, or this was George Weah government, and then they tell you that, oh, we not arrested George, but the people there, we hope we can call their name. That, oh, we can't call their name. So why are you hiding their names? Why are you hiding their name? Who and where are the suspects in the 19.2 million RRA drug raid? Who are they? You see the parks? Look at the quantum of drugs that they're bringing in our country. Look at them. This is a scene where I call that guy Koso, eh? That scene where Quita on our park. Can be packaged there. I know. Each of these, you know how much? And they bring them. So almost like you created a marketplace for drug business in the country, and people are just passing around, bringing drugs in the country. Because what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to come here and start to tell you, oh, John Brown, Paul, Peter, and what have you, right? The people who have paid taxpayers' money to tell us these things are the ones we'll keep pushing to tell us. And why would they even refuse to tell us? There's a precedent. There's officers in charge you send at the DEA. Technically, they are not treating the fight against drugs seriously and with transparency. Since they got there, there have been multiple allegations of unprofessional behaviors. You remember the attitude that happened to the border there, who had to flag a roam behind them before they launched an investigation. When they arrested the Fuller men money and took some of the men money out. That thing have happened to that border 2 times. And the other one, Patrick Comanzo, was even a Leslie Link. He drove and went there and collected the money and came back, and the doctor, the situation report like 2 to 3 times. They the one under the officers in charge. And when we investigate, so BB people name we hear into the place. Another one came, right? The commander command on the phone with the heads in town here. They collect the mayor money and under declare what they collected from the mayor and took some good bit of money from there. 400 and some more thousand United States dollars. So if you have people running the DEA that are susceptible to concealing and taking people money, right? So what more about compromising the fight? You law enforcement, you go arrest drugs or you go arrest money. Then you under declare. They quit out on the same thing happened. The quantum of drug that was arrested, they took some off and reported less than 18 plate. You remember that time? So it has become a pattern under these officers in charge. And the fact that these things continue to happen under their watch and the president has ignored or forgotten that he gave them 90 days and he has not taken action means the president is abating whatever is going on at the LDEA. Other than that, the president has to take swift, decisive actions to restoring the dignity and image and reputation of the LDEA and the fight against drug in Liberia. It is a shame, it is a disgrace that after all of the campaign that people go there and they'll be passing around arresting Tramadol, right? Implicating ordinary poor people going all in the place, right? Running beyond grass and cocaine will be coming to the country worth millions and millions of dollars. But they can't tell us the names associated with that. 0776 104 104 500 104 plus 231 500 104 are the numbers to call, and you will be live. That's how much we can say. Our job is to create the opportunity for you to know exactly what is going on, and let's hear you. Good morning. Too many ways we can unpack. Yeah, good morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a pro prophet according to Professor Tambaki Vikante. But brother, thank you this morning. You know, we always say this to people, sharing government, team, using last, you know. But brother, can you imagine when just a consumer is caught in an act, you know how that consumer can be treated there with disgrace. If when they arrest the beginner and then they put in handcuff on and then why the team men are bringing it in there, they free, they bring it. When these people burn, they gotta stop. Because when that enter, nobody was more last year. When it was last year, they were not buying. That was the reason it was money.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. Morning.
I'm patient because want to put me more concern about for they just somebody in the corner about that job. They call me, but I will call it Bakachuri in the know of that job. You were here, you were telling other person we are bringing job, Singapore. Why did you call me? To tell that Bakachuri is
they say classify.
Bakachuri is what in that job. You know that if the patch come out to that, you know that.
I know about that one.
Okay. We know about it. The people, so just people in our government. Jeremiah could tell you what is that thing. Those were there. They don't want to do we are telling you how in the so can I know we go and put Carano. Well, not just
because that's what many boys saying. This were the people into the drug business, they were hiding and putting it all, and today now they're shooting names and covering identity. Good morning.
Morning, Abu, how are you?
I'm okay.
My age also again for this age. Abu, you know, when it comes to forcing drugs under this government, we don't waste our time. Nothing will change. The deputy administration under this government went to Mika. The message the government official bringing drug in this country. Okay, Mr. President was in China. When Boga landed at the airport, the next day they fired the man. The Boga was sure to say you want for the drug, you call the man in your house. What the man? The man, what you saying? Call the name, right? When you fire the man have to run away. You can go to the embassy for rescue. That people were threatening him. So you think, I'm telling you, then you think that the government, how possible, Abu, I will send something to you in Guinea. They will not put my information there. Then that concerned the day arrested yesterday. Also, president the day cannot tell us who's supposed to receive it in the lawyer or who owns it. And everything is on the study. They passing around calling press conference. They were not serious. Show God that the official of the government own those things.
So why you think the way the government refusing to call the name of the people that do you think it could be people in the government or like others are saying?
The DA man, who was the administrative officer, the man went to the media, he said the official of the government, bring it in this country. One guy, the next day, Boga fired the man, was calling the man to talk to him, man, what he say?
Okay. All right, thank you. Good morning. Morning.
My brother, let's start giving ourselves answer. The Joseph Boateng said it's adding. That one is always confused. You try to claim the pastor was wrong. The pastor is right. Look at just the one about the one you guys play. You say Liberia is working international. What's that? Is that not a confused statement you went to under kind of podium as the president of the Republic of Liberia? Why is this partaking into say?
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah. I say, Abu, are you coming on the morning?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is my recording from State Street, member of Concerns that ran for justice. Yeah, Abu, that whole trust issue, I don't care how to do it, not call the person's name because it's linking to the executive. Because I already said it, one of the DA officers already said it before, that they have to fight drugs in the country because it's from the executive. And then when they fight the men, and this particular one and drugs they were talking about, they're linking with the executive Abu. We try to talk, but they will twist it, and nothing will come from out of it because we know that at that. Everything that is in their favor, they will never investigate it, they get it and blame for the truth. Because how, which is to say, when our spirit carry the drug, even if the person who the spirit that carry the drug, the person who is after with the spirit, aspiration and they know the spirit. Why they person that will hurry that up of you. They will put you in a car.
Yeah, bucket rock.
All around.
They disgrace the boy.
Bucket rock. Yes, taking a picture, putting it pickup. Then 19 million. They didn't know who was carrying the drugs out of the country and how it entered. Abu, we there, yes. Thank you for informing me, Tampa.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you for what you're doing every morning. Thank you. When you address issue, Abu, my son, what the Senate is saying, what the House of Representatives is saying, they were not elected or appointed by the president. The president had no voice over Senate and representative. The House of Representatives, the House of Senate. The president had no voice. What we are in America here, the president had no voice. But our own is different. They're sitting down over there, Waka get voice over them. What is that? What we elected them for? This thing going on, our Senate will talk. You made noise in our studio from January to December. The Senate and House of Representatives will have to come up. The one will put them there.
But they're not talking now, and the drugs going to affect our children.
They're not talking. The drugs are going in our country. Yes, sir. In America, they're fighting drugs. Yeah? Venezuela president, they arrested the bro here. That drugs business.
Yeah. Yeah, they say a classifier.
Look at what's going on. People were started dating long time. Then they were putting on we are government. They bring it, they say we are. Today we are not there. They say we are not there. Look at drugs. In more than that time. Even more than that time. And we here we know most of them. We know people are doing those things. Their names are here. Their names are, but we don't want to report those things. People don't want to report those things to America. Because it will be like the one they did to Nigeria. They went to Nigeria and bomb. They will go and bomb. Yeah? Bomb the plane, bomb the people, areas where they're selling this thing here. It will be a disaster on us. But we know no people are doing it. They're selling it. Now their friendship they created with Ghanaian president brother.
Yeah, Ibrahim Mahama. They have been linked to several drug situations in Ghana. Yeah. And the man thank you, man. Right? They take B machine from the man. They take police cars from the man. Eh? So that man can just say anything here. Nobody will check it. Good morning. And who are your friends? The president, chairman, the police. Aji, good morning.
Abu, good morning.
Good morning.
Abu, my name is Israel Kamara and I call you from Painesville this morning. Abu, the drug crisis that we are facing as a country, you guys are taking it to be a moral thing. You know, they brag so much that the last government was responsible for the presence of drugs in our different communities. And today, since the guys came to power, they have not been able to institute any good program, any good strategy that will help us to fight drugs and at least reduce drugs.
You're talking about program, Bennett. Drugs come in the country now, they can't call it near the people that bring in it. He's talking about program.
Yeah, so what we are seeing right now is that even the campaign that we just went through, those that sponsor the political government and the power today with the money, it was drug money. They use drug money to sponsor this government to kind of power, and now they are using the system to raise our money back. You know what I mean? For 19 million drug to be how you call it, or seen to the port on the way to another country, then we are understanding from the DA that the investigation is a classified investigation. What do you mean by classified investigation? Are you trying to conceal names of individuals who are associated with the drug that worth over 19 million? So in my mind, I think these guys are not doing us justice. And we have to be able to stand out to the issues and speak to them every day that they have to be able to govern this country very well. They promise all they're going to fight drugs. Why are they trying to conceal names? Why are they trying to call up?
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Thank you very much, and good morning to the hard-working family of the great leader of the family. For the recognition for the public. And I join you this morning for our noon nations. Thank you very much, Allah Abu, for the work that you do for our country and also to the hard working family with great freedom and family. Abu, if anything were allowed to go there on the carpet, they stop you, then nothing made you. I want to say, yeah, the water, but nothing made you. It will never be thrown on the carpet. We are just watching the Judge Enforcement Office, or I call it the DEA. We are watching the Judge Enforcement Agency, watching our equal. Because substantive and substantiated evidence. That accountable evidence in our closet about who all the drugs and how the drug came here and who is the key actors of the particular drugs. The only thing that is we are giving the DA chance, and also we don't want to dump the cat out of the bed because we in our media forces the only one who have memorandum understanding. So yeah, we have memorandum understanding. So for you to even put the news, we will do for your first. Also have evidence. Abu, they think you know one of the key facilitators, one of the key sponsors of Joseph Grima Praga campaign is where the drugs come from. We don't want to talk too much. The people talking about here.
When you won election, the first play the war for meeting in Ghana.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I you are very retentive and your memory is very retroactive. I want to let you, Abu. If I got drug issue with this for the carpet, Abu will not be the children, the carry ball will be brought the ball. The carry ball that you see the so-called okay, even when you say you are ready, maybe by 2 years. But the people that you fall within the alley, why can you expose them now? How can you build the public now? Why are you looking for the perpetrator? Or you think we are fool here? Or you think we are ignorant that we don't understand what is controlling? What they see, the biggest intelligence bureau is the bureau of the party conquer of you with. But you are very effective that we know everything that we do, everything that happens. So we got to share our evidence in our process about what the job, we know it comes from, and we know who is responsible, and we know who the project to do the business actual action. We don't want to tell you what it might be. If it's taken to us, we will not wait for them. Some of our evidence.
Okay.
We are going to our international panels. We already got a letter to keep to our international panel.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you, Puka. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Morning.
Well, thank you. My name is Niba Simi. I'm fully particularly factory. But you see, Abu, for the issue of this drug that were arrested at the airport, in my mind, the government is aware of it. The president's son is aware. The police director is aware. Somebody will ask you why. Every woman is closer to this. Don't get just in Nigeria. Who was in the middle for the airport? You know, get them some free of cash. So, even the president is searching for Nigeria or he needs a shot. They have a question when he came up, he needs a shot. That is too brief. The plane for that girl were arrested. So, therefore, they will never get the answer. If you were arrested, when you pointed out just again for Nigeria. So, this is the cartel that is using Nigeria with a iron hand. But DA will not come out to say, for now, the money, I think we'll be going to be by ourselves. We got the responsible to say, yes, they will make this money. I'm going to be all of the votes. They just all around the world.
No, they will carry 2 pickups. DA men and they will harass you. Do all gonna therefore one pack of tramadol. But show all who brought the drug in the country, you say a classic car. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Abu.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Abu.
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, this is Pastor. We're calling from Bromley, Iron. Yeah, you know, when the man said that the president is tired, the folks are to insult that man. And Prince Johnson, let's go back to Prince Johnson. When Prince Johnson predicted
But my thing is, my brother, why the quantum of drug will be coming in this time, and we still talking about this kind of drugs coming in Liberia under rescue, and rescue can't tell us who are those associated with it?
People they are drug dealers. Even Canado, you saw it. Those guys were doing their business under we are government. They were always pretending that our president, we are government will feature. And when you check amongst institutions, how many institutions you see that start involved in the kind of criminal business? They're the one who are doing it. But you saw the president's son, he went Brazil, that
go on the beach. That is lifestyle of the people. Bro. They even out with those Mexican group. So American. I pay the man get a contact from. I pay Tanzanian go. So when they happy, they would never show. You saw when it's when you are getting one normal day when you go ATL, police will be under the building there doing their thing. They went and put out all on social media because his name was CDC. So that's how they're looking. Go with your continue to expose them. But when it comes to the presidential weakness, now the vice president one now presiding. Okay, I'm not meeting. To tell you what president said there, the mayor will not able to do the work. It's weak. You see it in the pastor said in something the man that was going on.
All right, so, thank you very much. Good morning.
Bravo.
Morning.
Thank you. Bravo. I'm Spencer Mohammed in a call for down Coast Spoon Hill. One time community to stand Liberian for justice. Bravo. Thank you. That's the question many of us and many Liberians are asking today. How come 3.8 billion worth of drugs is caught at the Rabo International Airport under a quote-unquote rescue government that declared drugs as a national emergency? There's money. We yet to know who is responsible for these drugs. But 2 days ago, we saw Bucky Raw in a pickup just for $50 drugs. That's something that you spoke. Who is responsible for these drugs? What? The Unity Party rescue government is not telling us the truth. You see, this is why I always tell people God has a way of exposing people. Over the years, no guys put here and demonized President Weah. And today, they are very exposed. Let's look at CDC, man. Open CDC. That is a to the kind of high-profile criminal just did it. But look at Unity Party. The entire government, look at the president's son. See the lifestyle he living. Look, Unity Party, Joe Parker, you must tell us who bring the drugs. You and your children, you promise on jobs. You did not promise on drugs. And you fail to create all the jobs, but while you bring your drugs so that you can make us confused, you lie to yourself. Trying to now will distract you for lying to the Liberian people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very kindly. 10 more minutes to go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Solomon Atujo from Banya community. Thank you for this choice issue this morning. You know, I want you to do the investigation that happened a few weeks ago at Banja. A DA officer Rembian, a little boy who from the military base, who passed the test just for $50 opium. Rembian, the little boy drowned in a mango swamp. Died within Banja. So I want you people to please come and go through the case here. We don't know what happened, we don't know who informed because we're friends of him also. He came to jog on the beach. Right after jogging, we just didn't go down something at least and get myself. Give me run in the little ball for $50.
So the ball got drowned.
The ball got drowned, and we saw him just a power band. I think the parents, in fact, they DM me. I think to the head of it, but I don't know how far the kid is right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I wish
I'm okay.
Yeah. Thank you for your top down discussion. This is funny. Get the 1 million we are trying follower of the Brian Costin. But Abu, the government, they are embarrassment to the country. The government are Munafiku government. The government, they have the left pity. The one that they're supposed to do for Liberian people, they are not doing it. The government, very irresponsible government we have in this country. You have judges too that coming in this country. You're not running after that. All the ills that in the country, you're not settling that. But the one that is not important for us are the people there running after. Because Finabono, that a case, they try to step on the judge issue, but nobody to talk on it, so they can bring Finabono case.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to bring Finabono. Now we're talking about the drugs issue now. So you say what you got to say as a citizen hearing the news that the government arrests people with drugs, but the government say they can't tell all the need or the people they arrest with the drugs.
Yeah, that one now they're supposed to we'll follow the case to the letter, but will follow the key to the letter. Let them show the people where our jobs come from, who bring our jobs, the person that bring it in the country, everything will follow it. Because this is a particular fiasco government that nothing. The real issue they will move on to the real issue. Then they divert to different things. You can't be confusing the citizen mind. Focus on the issue that you came for. Do your way. But you don't focus on your way. The ones that are not important to the people that is focusing on. So, Bro Abu will follow the case to the letter. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Abu. Yeah, I'm Isaac Lamito Dennis, the chairman for the Voice of Green in the country. I call from Pinkville. Thank you for the topic on our discussion this morning. And the issue that has to do with drugs, for me, I see it very, very serious in our country, and we really need to talk about it. Because the only people we have as legislature or legislators who can talk for us now are the media, most especially the freedom, the kings, and other stations, the Voice of Liberia. These are people who are the legislators, the upper and the lower hall people talking for us. But the issue that has to do with the drug issue that you guys are flirting everything. How you? This is a war. You think to the government that they pray that can make the war the rooster sing or the chicken sing. They can always come from the back part. And this one, they're trying to cover it because there's a hearing in. In fact, just imagine if this error, if you can get 19.2 billion drugs leaving from the error, then you should know which one left on ground before the other one pick up.
So that means they bring the thing. So that means plenty here, so they can take supply from Labona bigger area. Now what they will bring the thing and start supplying other area. So are you not worried?
Yeah, we have name of other country that is going to. It's possible that the country we need to send letter to people in our country that this particular trust is going to, because our government said that our government said the particular trust according to them that is going to so country. So who is down there?
Who carrying it there? Who carrying it there?
Now what I'm saying that to establish now who carried it there, because when ordinary citizens send letter, send communication to our country, and the people trust NOR agents said that too, they will come here to ask question who's sending it there. Then I think the government will have a fire behind it. But when they hear all talking over and through, they will just see that everything that what we did, and I threw in like everything that what we did. So we need to really come up, because the particular government, they claim to be that they are funding drugs, which of course they are the one who bring in a huge quantity of drugs that causing problem for our country. But anyway, thank you guys for always reflecting national concern issue that we were always able to partake. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very kindly. So I'm going to take Tumoko. So there's video surfacing of Representative Yake Koluba arrival in Conakry, Guinea. And this is sending panic and shock. What is Yeke going for in Guinea? Let me take the last caller. Good morning.
Good morning, President Abu. Good morning to our patriotic listener. My name is Rufus. President, let me say thank you for the trust talking point. I mean, we told people and we told Liberians that the drugs that were entering in the country during the real administration was delivered by the people of bringing the drugs. The drugs that entered in the country is unprecedented. But it's very more unprecedented. I repeat myself, the drugs that were entering in the country, those guys were seeking drugs, we are bringing drugs. Now the same by the minute were bringing drugs. All the CEO of all the big clubs in the country that are drug dealers, no stress. The person that controls no stress, none of that drug dealers. That doesn't know about the drugs. In fact, our intelligence is telling us that when the cover pass, you are beating behind the drugs issue in the coming days. And we arrest those guys. And we are calling on Diago to do the everything for the Liberian people, because the place is there to do everything. Those of them are bringing the drugs in the country. We expect the United Party government now to be rehab center. For the guys that were drugs.
Because you always say no ghetto, then what drugs still coming to here? To the point where people supplying from Liberia now to Europe and other places?
There will be an imagination that the immigration officers, the DEA officers, a better immigration officer of Liberia, taking jobs of Liberia.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, folks. So there's it. So here's the video of Yeke Koluba. I'm told he arrived from, I think he flew from Bamako and then to Conakry. Remember, the government of Liberia, through the legislature, embarked on an effort to remove this man from his role as representative, the conclusion of which is still before the court. The court is yet to come out to tell us whether they acted in good faith, in the spirit of the law, and what have you. So while that is on, Yeke is moving. And remember, Yeke ran into problem because he said something about the disputed borderland issue, that which his colleague used and said this man was undermining national security. And once he tied national security around it, and then the energy you put in removing a certain lawmaker, right, will create a kind of attraction. So the folks in Guinea, Doumbouya, are opening and rolling red carpet for Yeke. Who knows? So have the Unity Party government put us into problem? Should we be worried? Should we be concerned by this move? Right? From Bamako, another junta leader, to Conakry, the man said that his friend. We leave that with you folks. Our time is up. We have got to go. Thanks a million to all of you that keep following our show, that keep contributing and of course participating on the conversation. This is how we like to bring the curtains down on this weekend presentation. And of course, we're going to be here next week. Until we see you that time, do have yourself a wonderful time. Bye-bye.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighters.